Don't do that. Everything
Like,
in life is
honestly,
clicky
for
and
what it's
rumor mill
worth,
and shitty things happen behind the scenes of yeah, exactly, Dark. Yeah? What's up?
never type in anything real about yourself into any electronic device.
Unrealistic, but yeah.
Unrealistic, but if you go for that being your goal, you'll probably not run into much problem.
Yeah. I hit the bottom of a VTuber tag. There was a lot of live VTubers. Yeah, there's a lot out there. But my point in general, though, is when it comes to me wanting to do podcasting in particular, uh, I've said this on stream many times. I genuinely believe that VTubing holds a lot of people back to an extent, right? Uh, I think a lot of people hopped on it because it was cool and trendy, and I feel it. It is cool and trendy. But I definitely think VTubing holds a lot of amazing content creators back. Uh, and I think if I were to tie VTubing into a podcast, it would just be another barrier that would be more difficult to break through. As opposed to just being a normal content creator and just making a podcast. Some people, I don't want to say need the assistance of a VTuber because that's not really what it is, right? But there are definitely people who enjoy the assistance of like being a VTuber and whatnot. I don't think being a VTuber has in particular helped me a ton. I think it's definitely exposed me to a lot of people who are interested in VTubers, like a lot of y'all who found me through it. But I don't think, I think if I had gone and started Twitch without the VTubing thing, I don't think the VTuber is what made me who I am as a streamer. Does that make sense? I look at VTubing as a tool to enhance a thing, but I can't enhance everything, and I feel like people need to be self-aware of themselves and VTubing to understand if it's worth investing. 100% Soren. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I think I could have been the exact same streamer I am today without the VTuber. I think the VTuber has been fun to add a little bit of extra visual engagement for the fact that I don't enjoy being on camera, and I my family's crazy. That's the only reason I'm anonymous online. I don't want them to find me. VTubing is not a genre. VTubing is a type of presentation. Some people treat it as a genre, though, for sure. But yeah, I agree. I do think it is just part of a presentation. Yeah, it also does cost like a huge chunk of money. However, I also say that you could VTube for free. I mean, you can use a webcam and a Vroid model. I'm just a deluxe Vroid model. I'm a free model that was put into Blender and upgraded with simple like upgrades that Padfoot did a wonderful job doing. But I don't know, I've been rocking this since I started streaming, right?
There's effective ways to do what everyone else does at a more cost effective point if you're willing and able to. Able to is a big part of it, you know, if you're working a full time job, but able to put in that extra time and care. The reason your model pops off so hard, even being a custom sculpted Vroid model, is because you did all the textures yourself. You
I
took
agree.
that
Yeah,
time and put
I
that
think the
effort in.
textures helped a ton. Yeah, for sure, right. There are also amazing textures like on Booth though for free, right? Like there's so many like opportunities and like help out there for that. But yeah, what Coop said, I exactly. I just want to be Egg the content creator at the end of the day, not Egg the VTuber. It's not for disdain for VTubing, obviously. I don't look at VTubers and go, ugh, ugh. I like VTubers. But at the end of the day, I wish to be more than just that. One day. Especially if I do a podcast, I would like to not be a VTuber podcast at all. PNG little potato chips.
For what it's worth, I don't think of you as Egg the VTuber. I think of you as Egg the artist.
I'll take that. That's high. That's high praise, right? I love being recognized for my art. That makes me very happy. It makes me very happy. I think of Egg the Egg. I think of Egg as a creator. As the late night streamer. See, yeah, like I
No. They just said late streamer.
Oh, late streamer. Okay. Alright, well, fuck you. And thank you, Eternal. I appreciate that. When I think of Egg, I think of a tea kettle. Egg the food artist. Yeah, I'm not real, actually. I have never really thought of Egg as a VTuber, same with Heavenly. Yeah, and Heavenly and I share a lot of sentiment when it comes to VTubers. We both like VTubers. We have nothing against VTubers. But there is definitely the sentiment of...
it's not the
I meant
moonshot
late in the
that
night, my bad, didn't say that
you
right.
might think it is at a passing glance, right?
Oh, see, Jay meant what I read, all right?
Oh, okay. Sorry, that's me projecting. Pardon me, I'm just gonna roast my wife a little bit. For being 6 minutes late today.
6 minutes late today, yeah. I was 6 minutes late today. Same way, like, Zoran. I don't think of you as Zoran the VTuber, right? You are Zoran...
Zoran the bear.
Yes, but you are Zoran the... like, a tabletop creator to me. You are Zoran the entertaining individual to me, right? Zoran the DM. Yeah, exactly, right. The song makes me feel like Shark in the drawing. Thank gosh you didn't say serial killer. Well, I wasn't going to out your offline habits, but, you know.
No, I'll say it. I knew since the baby cry. Only a baby killer could know that sound.
Yeah.
They'll never know I eat babies.
Oh, God. How many?
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, no. God, no. You sounded like Cab there for a second. That was wild.
Being Cab joked they were practically the same person.
Yeah, you guys are like a cute little... You guys are like brothers in my head. Not the same person, but... like, grew up with the same influences.
Yeah, we're both from the South. We both got dealt with the military at some point. And he got messed up while I ran away. So we have our split offs of destiny, but it all kind of came back. We both like horror things. We both cackled maniacally. We're both magical cult leaders in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. See, brothers, right?
Yeah, yeah. I tell him, was like, hey, did you have the same milk route?
Good night, Ito. Sleep well, buddy. Or not good night. I'm sorry. Have a good day at work, Ito. Have a good day.
Also, sorry, I
We
apologize.
share a dad.
It's I apologize. I didn't know if the call was open invitation or not. I can leave if I need to.
No, I don't give
Oh,
a
no,
shit.
you're good. Stream vibe is for people to barge in.
Yeah,
Okay.
if it was an open invitation, I just would have called Shark directly. We're chilling. I'd be EP. I'd just be ranting.
Yeah, about
about, I guess, the relationship with the VTuber tag and wanting to extend content beyond just
Less
VTuber
focus
content.
on the VTuber, more focus on the large PP.
Yeah. Or, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the next phase. Just large sausages.
Yeah.
I want the wiener van to be doing tours with VTubers featured.
Yeah, yeah.
You know that e-ink external panel shit that BMW had on a couple concept cars?
Yeah.
Put that on the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Yeah, now we're going large wieners. I love it. You should get sponsored by a sausage company.
That would be hilarious. It would be really fucking funny.
Would you like my glizzy gobbler?
You want to suck on my sausage? You should use code EGG for 10% off your order of sausage casings and our wonderful curated artisanal sausages. Question, answer. You continue.
You do a collab with the ordinary sausage.
Okay. Okay.
No. Yeah. All right.
Okay. I'll fuck with that.
Oren, you can take him a DM bug, see if that sausage is.
It's rated M for mom. if you're motherless, you gotta find another stream, brother. I'm not catering to that shit. Glamour glizzies? I'm in. Yeah, like the pretty patties, right? Glamour glizzies.
Related to the rant, because there's been many a times I'd have to sit down with some folks who would be like, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna become a VTuber. And I'm
No,
like,
you're
hold
not,
up.
brother. No, you're
don't
not.
do that.
They're
And every single one of them have now found out it's not how they thought it was and are now back just a job.
yeah. I say this with so much love. There's so many amazing VTubers who are larger than us that can't even afford to use it as their main income. Viewer count doesn't even equate to like monetary income, right?
Yeah.
It's unfortunately not how it works, and there's not a lot of money in streaming. There can be, but in general, I'd never quit your day job for streaming.
I remember getting this question one time, or some people were like, so I was like, well, like, you know, how does this whole thing work? Or like, you know, like, how could you be full time? Like, I think someone came in and because my stuff's never like super popular on my streams or so, at least the tabletop stuff does well. But some people came in, they're like, how are you able to afford to live all alone? You know, because I have like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment or whatever to myself. They're like, how can you afford all this when you only bring in this many viewers? I'm like, all right, let me break it down for you. And I usually go as like transparent as possible. And I break down stuff. It's like, all right, if you look at the Patreon, it's this much. I get this much in Twitch stuff, and I get this much in Twitch stuff, and I get this much in Twitch stuff. And I pretty much summarized all. I was like, okay, I make 6 figures or so, but a lot of that also goes in business expenses.
Yeah, it just goes back into work, right?
Yeah. So in reality, like after business expenses or so, even though it's over, it's like, although it's like 6 figures or so, it's like, oh wow, you make that much money. It's like it goes through the bank, but what goes right back into it, and what I get left over is so little, to where it's like, are you willing to be okay with that? you know, it's like, once you become your own business owner, it's like, are you okay with understanding that you are going to have to kill all of your finances for that? Are you okay with that? Are you going to be okay with spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on art every single time? Like,
also, self-employment taxes are no fucking joke. So when you account that into like how much you make, that also goes back out into the stream.
I think I have to budget.
It's rough.
I have to budget like every month to save up for my quarterly taxes. I have to save about like
Demon Lord, you are so sexless. Go fuck your hand, brother. Go die.
Also, the Rizzler of Kick, you're already on the L, my guy.
You're on the wrong platform, brother. Go back to your gambling website. Fuck off. All right. Anyways, continue.
It's okay. It's like I love people getting shotgunned in chat. Woohoo! Fuck, I forgot what I was on. Oh yeah, for like because self-employment and stuff is usually advised for when people first get into this stuff. I tell people like, hey, you need to get an accountant who takes care of your books
Right the fuck away. Yeah.
Yeah, you are not going to have time to do all your bookkeeping. Some do.
Yeah.
You're not, probably, because you're going to be way too busy. And then you're going to, at least for America, you're going to get an accountant to do your bookkeeping, and then you're going to get a CPA, which is pretty much the guy who will do the taxes. The accountant doesn't do that for you. He'll get your books ready, but the CPA will take care of that. And for me to budget for them, I pay the accountant, like my accountant is like $200 a month ish or so. Just to do all my accounting. He goes through everything.
I think that's pretty affordable for an accountant too. Right?
Oh,
like,
I love them.
That's a great fucking price for an accountant.
Like all of my friends are like, I need an accountant. Like, I got a company. They take care of me and they know exactly what my job is, and that is so hard.
Yeah.
Because I went through some past accounts and stuff who didn't even know what PayPal was. Because they're just so used to old-timey companies and stuff. And I went through like 3 different accountants and 2 different CPAs who did not understand what Twitch and streaming was.
Yeah.
So who are you with? Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Venmo?
How do you get your money, bro? Like Seth found a good not accountant, a tax guy, right? Who understands like entertainment industry at least. But it's really fucking hard to like get all your shit in a row, even for like streaming to be profitable. Because I feel like if you rely solely off of Twitch, to an extent, you're already vaguely setting yourself up for failure in the long term. Which is why I'm trying to diversify my shit currently. Because unfortunately, I do rely mostly off of Twitch. And my chat is extremely generous and that takes very good care of me. So I'm okay for now.
Obligatory thank you, Chad.
Yeah, genuinely. Thank you. But it won't be that way forever, right? Like, assuming that it'll be that way forever is setting yourself up for a very hard reality check in the future.
So build those building blocks and diversify income, because if you don't, like, for all we know, Twitch just might die in a year or 2.
Yeah,
like,
Twitch might just fucking vanish, bro. Yeah. You don't fucking know. They make no money, right? There's no incentive for them to stay up forever, you know? So it's one of those, like, that's why I have the Patreon. That's why I'm going to be transferring the Patreon content over to Kansley. It's why I'm trying to make steps to make money off of my art, because my art will be around for as long as my hand will draw, but Twitch might not be around for as long as I am able to speak, right? So it's one of those things. Have you thought about migrating people to a dedicated site? I'm not a big enough content creator while y'all might come to a dedicated website, it wouldn't be like a solid plan. YouTube is way more solid. YouTube will be around for a very long time, and if you're able to get your shit kind of in a row with YouTube, you could be set on YouTube for quite a while, right?
Yeah.
But that's dependent on a lot of things, and that's why we found the amazing YouTube editor that's coming on and doing all of our shit from here on forward. At least all of our mainline content from here on forward, with the hopes that YouTube can be that diversified income so I can keep streaming without the pressure of making my bill money off of stream. And no, you're good, T. We're chilling. We're just talking.
Glad it was only almost.
Yeah,
almost. The problem with also dedicated sites is that, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do dedicated on the internet itself to be completely independent of yourself.
Yeah.
Dedicated websites require hosting fees and getting all that organized, and you have to hire a website person to dedicate to that, which costs a lot of money. And so
web design is not cheap.
Yeah, not to mention with like social reach and stuff and trying to push your stuff out to other people. That is mainly the main draw of diversifying pretty much first content on like platform and primarily in YouTube because it's been the most friendly to creators compared to a lot of other places. And then also trying to get different revenue sources everywhere else, so you're not dedicated directly on Twitch. That's why a lot of people you see have tried to dedicate the YouTube channel, tried to get even some stuff coming in through Discord now, get their Patreons going, their Ko-fis going, any other different places, but it's not the main place you think they stay on. Because if Twitch goes, it'll be very unfortunate because then that person will lose a chunk of revenue, but they need to survive it long enough to let people know where the changes and rebuild it. Because then instead of just like, oh, I just lost like a little couple hundred, that's just losing your job amounts of when that happens.
Yeah.
So,
and like currently I make, you know, like 30% of my income comes from Patreon and sponsors, right? But 70% of it coming from Twitch directly is very scary, right?
yeah,
It's such an uncertain
fluctuates too.
yeah, it's such an uncertain paycheck. And well, like I've said, I've been very fortunate and in the position that I've had a pretty consistent paycheck. I've made pretty much the exact same amount every single month on Twitch because y'all are fucking unhinged and very sweet and very, very selfless, very generous, very supportive. But again, it's never a guaranteed, right?
Yeah, it's even the question of like, will it?
Thank you, Sora.
Will it even last for years? Because you have to ask yourself, like, there might be someone who's like, man, I love this streamer. This streamer's awesome. Like, I really love coming to their streams every day. And I've had people like that too, who stuck with me for like a year or two, and then I would never see them again because their interests changed, their priorities changed.
Maybe even
Something
stream
changes.
change to where it's like you're not getting the content that you want out of the stream anymore, and that's fine, right? People are allowed to like shift interest and whatnot, but it is one of those things where when you rely solely off of one platform, it's very scary when that interest shifts, right? It could be very uncertain.
The thing I best describe streaming for, and the best analogy I can kind of give people, is that your stream is a hotel with a revolving door.
Yeah.
Your job as a streamer person and your whole thing, your whole brand, shindig, and everything's the hotel. Your job is to go out there and go, hey, fellas, you should all come to my hotel. And viewers come in, they come to the revolving door and go, well, hell yeah, it's a pretty cool place. And there might be attractions around, might be a amusement park kind of down the street or something like that they can come out in and out of, and they're staying at your hotel. But then eventually they will be done with you. They will eventually go, I had a great time here. I'm ready to move on, go somewhere else. Maybe I'll be back, but I'm done. And so they leave the revolving door. And your job is to keep as many people in that hotel as possible and bring the influx of people through the door in greater than those going out.
That's why I tie them up in the basement and I don't let them leave.
Yeah.
Right.
If they tread some cement and it's quickly drying out, it means they can't leave. You just leave them there and you pour water on them and they have to open their mouths. They're like your little flowers.
Yeah, I just water you guys down there. You'll be fine, Gundam. You'll make it. You'll survive.
Or not. That's up to you. Open that mouth.
And do you want your water? Say ah.
Yeah, say ah, chat. We'll get your water hose.
You know you get
more basement friends. That's fine. You've been smoking for me while I haven't been. I appreciate that.
I have.
I want to be back in the microwave. You guys can go back in the microwave later. All right. Yeah, more basement friends. Yeah. Fuck, I'm dying. My throat is torn the fuck up.
Just quit it.
Yeah. Just stop dying. But as streamers become more authentic, as they grow comfortable with the content creation, they can push more people away, but it keeps the viewers that would stay through most of the changes. 100%, right? Like, when I was talking to my Twitch rep and she gave me a breakdown of, like, my content shift from FPS games over to what was originally in the beginning mostly art and some variety to full variety. she even made the observation. She was like, you don't see this shift often stay successful. Most people that are stuck in a genre and then shift, generally they have a very hard time recovering from it. And we had the opposite. We went from being at around like 180 average viewers to over 200 with the shift in content. And yeah, we were very lucky in that regard. But interest change is always spooky.
I think what helped that shift too was it was a rolling discussion. You didn't just drop like no more FPS, art, story games all in one day, right?
Mm-hmm.
You prepped your chat for it. You talked about it every single day for like months running up to it.
Yeah, I mean, y'all saw my mental health was rapidly deteriorating, and when the shift happened, and my mental health just instantly perked back up to like where it was even before. I'm not mentally healthy in any fucking regard, but I'm better than I was. But yeah,
get better.
Yeah, yeah. You made us
Hurry up.
You made us want you to change. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm so
you guys
glad
were
you recovered from Valorant.
Yeah, I'm so glad too. Valorant sucked.
Where is this
dick.
place?
It's
Where
really
am
interesting. I should actually find it. I'm in
fucking
the
love
topic
this
of
place.
pandemic project hobby streamers, and that's what I started out as. At the start of the pandemic, I started streaming specifically to stream the games to my friends that I was playing. Sorry, excuse me. And then I just started posting TikToks for fun. And we literally went from like 3 average viewers, 12 average viewers, 25 average viewers, 220 average viewers, literally overnight. And
It
since
was like
then
a 3-day climb off the back of a very successful TikTok.
yeah, and literally since then, I've just been struggling with finding what I want to do long term as a content creator, right? And I feel like I've found myself in a very privileged position to where I could just be like, well, I just want to do whatever I want to do, and you guys are like, okay, sure, have fun. Some of
Or
us yelled
else.
at you for the change. Yeah, a lot of y'all also did literally yell at me to like, in a friendly way, but a lot of y'all were very vocal about wanting me to not play FPS games anymore.
You also had something that a lot of other content creators coming into the space at that time didn't have. And that was that you had never played a real video game before. Like, laugh at that as you might, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
very unique experience.
Yeah. When I swapped over to doing variety stuff and I booted up a real game, I was lost, bro, right? We've just been like experiencing games with childlike wonder because I'm just not jaded by it for playing them
This
for
is
like
what
20
happens
years.
when you actually play a good game.
Yeah.
No loot boxes.
I
Oh
feel
my
no
God.
angry people.
Nobody's taking it from me.
No one's trying to tell me I'm bad. Just this little guy's telling me I'm the hero.
Yeah.
I've never felt like a hero before.
I've never felt happiness like this, man. God, it was Metal Gear Rising Revengeance that snapped it for me too. I played that game on the charity subathon, and I was like, "Wow, PvP games suck, dog."
Why am I always stressed all the fucking time?
Wow, this is so
Dang
much
it.
fun. I'm enjoying playing this. That's crazy.
You haven't ended stream crying out of like anger since you stopped playing FPS games, and
Yeah,
I'm just so happy
yeah.
for you about it.
No, yeah, there were so many times where I'd end stream and I'd just be fucking sobbing because I was like, this sucks, bro. This sucks. I hate this. This is awful. I want to die.
I wish to expire at my earliest convenience.
And it's just because like I'm a really competitive person. I used to be really good at competitive games, and then I got washed up. And by washed up, I mean I stopped taking my ADHD medication. And wow, shocker what Adderall will do for you when it comes to PvP games. And it just was no more